What's amazing about Omar Abdullah in this case is repeatedly Omar Abdullah blunders on different issues. And after blundering, when he's asked, he looks irritated when he's asked the question on why he blundered. Well, Dr. Mehboob Beg of the NC will answer that tonight, why it keeps happening again and again. Nizamuddin Bhatt of the PDP, Dr. Jitendra Singh of the BJP and Shabnam Lone. She's an advocate of the Supreme Court. Thank you very much. Dr. Mehboob Beg, you know, amazing comment, isn't it, from Omar Abdullah, that this is an administrative decision. Please tell us, who does the administration report to?
Have you finished?
It's a short question, simple question. Would you like to answer?
Yeah, thank you so much, because you are not used to it. Yeah, I would. Thank you. I was looking at the captions you were running so far as the subject is concerned. Arnab, let me say, excuse me, you have already drawn the conclusions. He is an elected Chief Minister of the state, elected by the people of Jammu and Kashmir through a free, fair ballot box. Is that right? So he knows best. He is in the chair. Nobody can doubt his credentials. Just hang on.
Just hang on, Mr. Mehboob Beg.
Hang on.
You said there, Mr. Mehboob Beg, you're getting touchy because your Chief Minister is being criticized. Let me tell you this. Just because somebody is an elected Chief Minister or anyone does not mean they're above criticism. The question here is, you've let an anti-national man, let an anti-national man like Gilani out, Mr. Mehboob Beg, 1 minute. And your Chief Minister says this is an administrative decision. My simple question to you was, who does the administration report to? Does the administration report to Omar Abdullah or not?
Let me answer.
Yes.
Please allow me. Arnab, you have brought me here. Let viewers know my viewpoint, please. Let me tell you, this is an accusation against you. People of Jammu
I am asking you, who does the administration respond to? Who does the administration respond to?
The Chief Minister.
That's it. So then why? So it's a decision of the Chief Minister, right?
Arnab, that's the problem with you. You don't hear. Please allow me.
So you have.
Allow me.
No, but you are answer the question. I have been waiting, Mr. Mehboob Beg. Omar Abdullah says.
You have drawn conclusions. You have already made up your mind, and we have to hear the judgment. Then it's no use.
Mr. Beg, simple question is this. Omar Abdullah says it was not a political decision but an administrative decision. The administration, in my limited understanding, is the state government. Right? So why?
Let me respond now.
Yeah.
Please, for heaven's sake. Let me respond. We are living in a democratic country. Is that right? We have to fight him politically. You can't keep him under house arrest or in prison for all times to come. You have to release him if he messes up with law and order. Yes, law will take its own course. Otherwise, he is free. Let him go to the people. Let him say whatever he says. And we are here to fight him politically.
So one last point before I let the others in. 1 minute. I agree with you.
If you put him under house arrest, that means you have accepted a defeat.
1 minute.
So simple point. Accepted a defeat.
Simple point, Mr. Mehboob Beg, please understand.
We can't let him go and let him go to the people.
Mr. Mehboob Beg, I want to say this to you, that Jammu and Kashmir, you may be in power there, but Jammu and Kashmir is not the private property of any individual. It is directly and intrinsically linked, to the national security of the country. And 1 minute, sir.
Arnab,
you see, Mr. 1 minute, Mr. Mehboob Beg, please understand this. You said if he messes around. So I am saying to you, he has messed around. You are saying if he messes around, the law will take.
How?
I have said not only has he messed around, he has gone out there and is issuing a poll boycott call.
He hasn't.
No. So he hasn't.
Yeah,
he goes and says boycott the election.
Yeah, let him do that.
Let him do that.
Even
Fantastic.
our election commission, please, Arnab, even our election commission says that you are free to tell to the people to boycott the polls.
This is unbelievable.
That's our election commission. So he is within his rights to do.
This is unbelievable. When will you rearrest him?
Whatever he is doing.
When will you rearrest him?
No, it's not unbelievable. It may be unbelievable to you, but it's not unbelievable to the people of Jammu and Kashmir.
First of all, let us know who this...
Fight him politically.
He's not a politician. Which election has he fought?
Fighting him by putting him
how
under
is he a politician? How does he qualify to be a politician?
Does
he believe in your electoral political system?
We can't fight him
Does he believe in the political system? Has he fought an election? How are you giving him the status of a politician? He's only an anti-national person who speaks Pakistan's line. Why are you giving him the status of a politician? Has he ever fought an election? Has he fought an election?
Fight him politically. You can't fight him by putting him under house arrest.
Then why did you keep him in house arrest for so long?
In prison for all times to come.
Why did you keep him in house arrest for so long?
Because he had messed up with the law and order.
And now you decided it's not required. He comes out, he says poll boycott call, and you say that he can be free now.
Sorry.
He is issued a poll boycott call.
He can be free. He can go to the people.
He can go to the people. Hold rallies. I find it fascinating, Mr. Mehboob Beg. I find it fascinating. I find it fascinating. I find it fascinating that as per the rule book of your state government, an anti-national person who parrots Pakistan's line can carry out an open poll boycott call, and you can let him off, and you say let people decide. Then why did you keep him under bars for so long? And are you saying that somebody who issues a poll boycott call in our country today can get away with it? I don't understand that logic. Maybe you do.
Commission says, Arnab.
Let's get the others into the debate.
Arnab,
let's get Jitendra Singh first into the debate. 1 second, please. Mr. Mehboob Beg, everyone has the right to have their point of view. I heard your point. Let's get Jitendra Singh.
Yeah,
Jitendra Singh.
Including me.
Yes, and you have spoken. Jitendra Singh hasn't. Jitendra Singh, why do you think he's been let out now?
Okay.
No, Arnab, just give me 2-3 minutes to make 2-3 brief points. Not only the timing, but the sequence of events has been equally interesting as well as intriguing. All along this while, when Mr. Gilani was under house arrest, the Chief Minister of the state was speaking Gilani's language both inside the assembly, outside the assembly. He was constantly challenging the accession of Jammu and Kashmir with the Union of India. He was suggesting controversial proposals like, for example, Ireland model for the solution of the so-called Kashmir problem as seen by him. He was, as the constitutional head of the state, found to be avoiding his constitutional official obligation of paying floral tributes as Chief Minister.
No, come to the point, Jitendra Singh. Come to the point. What is come to the point. No, 1 second. I will not allow you to run amok on the show. Come to the point. Tell me what is your problem with Gilani's being freed. Come to the point. Yeah,
I'll tell you.
Please.
Within 48 hours, while on the one hand the Chief Minister has stayed a volte-face, he says he never challenged the accession of Jammu and Kashmir. Mr. Gilani has soon after his arrest released from the arrest after addressing the rally, found to be making a boycott call. Our past experience shows that each time whenever there was a boycott in the valley, the primary beneficiary of it was National Conference. The most distinct example being 1996 election. So does this not lead to a very worrisome inference that there could be some sort of a tactical equation between National Conference on the one hand and the separatist camp led by Mr. Gilani on the other hand? Having said that, let me also add over here that the National Conference has been over the last several years following a very dangerous approach of hunting with hounds, running with hare. And close to the elections, it starts making suggestions.
1 minute now, time's up there.
The government of India
question is, I think the question here is concerned,
he has been spreading venom. He has been, his statements have been on the one hand instigating the anti-national elements, on the other hand demoralizing the nationalists and the martyrs who laid down their lives to restore.
So here's the question. 1 second,
my
please.
question is,
1 minute, gentlemen, both of you, 1 second. The question is very simple. Is this man, this anti-national, pro-Pakistan man called Gilani, who does nothing but spread pure venom against India, is this man a threat to law and order or not? And since it is established that he's not just a threat, he's a huge threat to law and order. He wants the poll boycotted. He's trying to carry out an uprising of the people against the, against the system of elections in India. He should be rearrested. But the problem is even Nizamuddin Bhatt today will not say rearrest Mr. Gilani, because Mr. Nizamuddin Bhatt, will you say that? Will you say he should be rearrested for what he's doing?
He has been released.
No, can I come in?
No, 1 second, Mr. Bhatt.
The whole debate is about, Arnab, is the decision right or is it wrong? Is the timing right? Is the decision motivated or it carries some conviction? I don't think that National Conference and Congress Alliance had ever a policy to deal with separatists or their adversaries. They go by convenience and have always been seeing how they can manage their own party affairs by taking certain political decisions, or which they call so-called administrative decisions. Gilani's release is a welcome step as far as our perception of handling the state of Jammu and Kashmir goes.
Now, can I
we
come
are
in?
always for policy of emancipation because we say that it is always battle of ideas. Having said that, now when Omar Abdullah has come in our space, that we have released Gilani. Is Gilani the only one who is under arrest? There are so many, hundreds, thousands I say. Stone pelters, political ideologues, activists, workers of different parties, even militants.
Can I come in? Can I come in, Arnab?
Accused as militants.
Can I come in?
So many under arrest. If this is a policy that they can show a democratic face of the state
He's
and
generalizing
give us
the whole thing.
some kind of a freedom,
Mr. Bhatt,
then he should
Mr. Bhatt, the problem is, the problem is, one second, the problem is, and I run the risk here.
No,
1 minute, I run a risk of facing
Arnab,
attack from both the parties of Jammu and Kashmir today. 1 minute. I run the risk of both your parties, both PDP and NC will I know.
Arnab, I just
Mr.
want to,
Jitendra Singh
I just
after
want
me.
to rebut
One
that.
second. The problem is, both the PDP...
Please allow us to say something, then come in.
No, both the PDP and the National Conference,
Arnab is asking something. Yes,
you are not showing, the courage to take on a person who is openly spreading venom against your own country. You're not saying today, rearrest this man, he's a danger to our country, carries out a poll boycott threat. In fact, you are saying others should also be released. The PDP.
Arnab, let
Mr.
me
Bhatt,
answer
that's
this.
what you're saying.
Let me answer this, Arnab.
No,
You see,
and
we
you
are
have come out with
political
the
activists.
facts and figures.
We have a
Not
party.
many are.
We have a party. We have approach and thinking. We have run the government also for 3-4 years. Please try to understand that we are here by courage and conviction. We are not a casual workers who have just come in politics. We know what's what.
Arnab, I'll just come in. I want to rebut that.
Gilani's release is conviction of PDP, because we say the separatists can be judged by people themselves. We can be judged by the people.
But Mr. Why are you looking so jittery? Why are you all looking so jittery? 1 minute. Here is a person. Why are you all looking so jittery? Here is a person, Mr. Bhatt.
Has wisdom dawned after 5 years?
Mr. Bhatt.
Or has wisdom dawned for one single
Mr. Bhatt.
individual? That is changing the whole public perception.
Mr. Bhatt, what do these...
Public perception is making the entire thing fishy. That's what we say.
Mr. Bhatt, the problem
Otherwise,
is you can do your...
we are not against that somebody should be released or facilitated to go after his own ideas and follow his own perceptions.
Arnab, can I
Mr.
come
Bhatt,
in
I
now?
don't know. No, I'm sorry, Mr. Bhatt, I don't understand.
I want to rebut both of them.
Jitendra, I want to go to Shabnam Lone, then you can... I don't understand why you are looking so weak-kneed against a person who is bent upon creating havoc in your state, who wants to Talibanize the state of Jammu and Kashmir, who has known Pakistan links,
We are not weak-kneed.
who has given a letter of recommendation to a Lashkar-e-Toiba terrorist for getting a Pakistani visa, whose links to terror groups in Jammu and in Pakistan are well known. A person who is on the payrolls of the ISI. Why can't you both?
He is everything which you dislike. That is not the case.
Mr. Bhatt,
What are we here to discuss about?
Mr.
We are
Bhatt,
working under a constitution
Mr. Bhatt,
which allows freedom.
Mr. Bhatt,
Expression.
Mr. Bhatt, in our country, you cannot carry out a campaign saying boycott the elections, I will challenge the electoral process, and have both the political parties of that state vie for your attention. You should be taking him on.
We are not afraid of anybody.
Of course you are. You are not willing. Will you today? Then I'm asking you, Mr. Bhatt.
Of our people.
Mr. Bhatt.
We are in electoral politics because of the wisdom
Mr.
of our
Bhatt,
people.
Mr. Bhatt, don't tell me about the people. Will you?
National Conference decision.
Mr. Bhatt.
As I said, in public impression.
Mr. Bhatt, please.
And if Gilani takes one single issue,
Mr. Bhatt, the problem is that even your party leader, Mehbooba Mufti, even you all want to speak the language language of...
That's what makes whole thing fishy.
Mr. Bhatt,
in principle, Arnab, for God's sake, agree with this, that you should release everybody.
For God's sake...
It's a policy
for God's sake, Mr. Bhatt, Mr. Bhatt, allow me please now, can you complete please?
National Congress, they alone should know.
Now, Mr. Bhatt, will you please...
We have the strength to fight every game plan.
Mr. Bhatt, 1 minute please. For God's sake, as I let the other participant in, for God's sake, don't let your politics affect the security process. Don't let an anti-national run amok just because an election is coming. My question is to Shabnam Lone. Shabnam Lone, why do you only question the... Shabnam Lone, why do you only question the timing? Why don't you question the release itself?
Don't worry. India that week that it doesn't...
No,
1 second. My question to Shabnam Lone is, do you question just the timing of Gilani's release or the fact that he has been released itself?
I think Mr. Mehboob Beg made a very self-contradictory statement, Arnab. He said that it was an administrative decision. I think National Conference should make us understand what do they mean by this. It's an administrative decision. See, fundamental right of movement is a paramount right. Now, if they curbed his right 2 years back, 6 months back, 3 months back, then on what grounds now they are saying that we need not curb it, because Mr. Gilani has a right of movement as every other citizen has. But National Conference has jumped this bandwagon, and may I say, Mr. Gilani's poll boycott call is a message of joy for the National Conference. Now I'll explain, figuratively and factually. Now let me go to the year 2008. There was an election boycott by the Hurriyat and by many other parties concerned.
Arnab, I have to come in here.
After her, please.
As an independent, and the Hurriyat people, they were against me. National Conference was against me. PDP was against me. Now, I got around 12,000 votes. But what happened with this boycott call, just a margin of 3,000 votes,
what kind of a discussion is this? We are not here to know.
This is